Yeah, right. So game 3 between Lizard and Ggriffin, and it's best of 3. It's one game apiece. After a pretty weird GG from Lizard in the last game, we're on Agria, which is a map with potential to be to be really bizarre. So let's see what we get. Yeah, this map, your front door here is quite some distance from your men, so I much prefer the pylon near it. There's a lot of space for your opponent to sneak in. If a worker comes in here, it can get the whole way over here without being seen, and set up whatever. Set up a pylon here for warbins. When are you going to scout that? Set up a cannon here. Who knows? Who knows? So I much prefer this location. 2 workers coming out on the map, 2, and it is Forge first. So this is a cannon rush, and with 2 workers, it's a committed cannon rush. But as I say, Ggriffin does have the pylon in the right position to see this. Now it's such a big area up here. I think I prefer the high ground cannon. Lizard gonna come in looking for a scout here, looking like he's all innocent and stuff. Oh, why is this pylon queued? He sent another worker to build that pylon when that is just stupid. Now surely the game's up. You see this, you're being cannon rushed. 2 workers over at my base at the 1.5 minute mark. What I'd like to see him do, amongst other things, drop a gateway here so that you can block this off if you have to. If you drop the gateway here and keep the worker here, then you're ready to just drop a pylon if you see the worker trying to come up your ramp to get in. If your opponent can't get in, they can't cannon rush you. Oh, this is painful though. I mean, he's up to stuff. Why wouldn't you scout this area? Why wouldn't you have a look? Why wouldn't you? He's up to stuff. You've seen that he's... but no cannon yet, actually. So, I don't know. I don't really know what's happening anymore. I used to think I knew something about that. Right, he must have seen that. Look, surely you know this is there. Oh, insta-cancel? Really? Look, you've got your own forge. You just put a cannon here and end this nonsense. I mean, I don't know about any of this, man. This is just surreal. A stalker out and you can end this, just not an adept. You're not going to kill it. What is happening? Anyway, plenty of stuff going on in the production tab. That cancelled just because you saw a cannon go down, 1 cannon, right? And you're gonna what? What? You see these things, don't you? I mean, you see these things. Are you actually kidding me? Just gonna get it. What an absolute travesty. I mean, I don't even understand this disgusts me in so many ways. So if the adept stands here, it can kill this slowly. And no, the stalkers are right, they can definitely go over there and kill this. So Ggriffin is ahead right now, pretty substantially. If I'm him, I'm thinking about A-clicking across the map. Just go now. You've just seen your opponent lose. Let's see, 100, 200, 350. My brain is working very slowly this evening. 500, 650, 750. About 750 minerals. So you must be ahead, right? So go. Just go. What are you waiting for? Waiting for your opponent to catch up, it would appear. Lizard's got the worker lead, has had for some time, so it isn't going to be long before he catches up. He's got a reasonable sort of tech count with 4 gateways. the Robo and the Stargate, so you can have a couple of Void Rays in the mix, and that's compared to these 3 gateways, with a second Robo, to be fair, coming up as well. So Ggriffin likes the Immortals, but they still don't shoot up. So what he really needs to know if there's Void Rays coming, and there absolutely are. Triple Stargate. As soon as he sees triple Stargate, you stop building Immortals, don't you? Frequently goes for these Templars, but I don't think I've seen a single Storm yet, which is a shame. Because actually Storms aren't that bad against things like Void Rays. Void Rays clump on top of each other, so a single Storm is doing a lot. You're getting a lot of value from it. It's not going to kill the Void Rays or anything like that, but it is going to get quite a lot of value and soften them up, take a lot of shield off them, so that your Archons, your Stalkers can do the work. But at present, these are just dead weight. These Zealots on the ground. They're just not going to do anything for you against a player that's committing to Stargate. Although I say he's committing, I was going to say he's committing 3 Stargates and they're all idle, but 2 of them working at least now. So it could be a slightly awkward engagement again, with a larger army getting beaten because it just doesn't shoot up. I'd love to see these Zealots busy. I'd love to see them down here. Like, these Zealots run in here, they kill all of this before the Void Rays can kill them, don't they? That's Zealots are great for stuff like that. You can just use them Zealot Rumbows the way you would do Ling Rumbows as a Zerg. Just send them in essentially blindly. Okay, so only 2 Void Rays right now, so this is an easy cleanup. And I'd really like to see Ggriffin just push the button on this and just go, do you know what? I've got a bigger army. I've killed some Void Rays essentially for free. Let's make sure everything I reinforce with can shoot up. And let's go across the map and just run like a boss. Let's also send detection, because in the last 2 games, in both of them, my opponent has built Dark Templars. Now there are a lot of Void Rays. They're not. Oh, can Ggriffin even see them? Yep. But they're not even getting shot. Are we finally the Archons turn around? I don't know about running up here. I think coming down here and killing this would have been the smarter move, because in here they're just kind of mucking about. But with all that said, damage has been dealt. Now, is Blink researched? It isn't. You're gonna want Blink, and you're just gonna even just holding down the Stalker button at this stage should do quite well. But a couple of shield batteries wouldn't go astray. A little bit of focus fire, and these Void Rays will fall out of the sky. But with the prismatic alignment engaged, they do kill Stalkers very quickly. That's why you kind of have to have those shield batteries to reinforce. Only 3 Void Rays left. But a tap out. Tap out with almost 2,000 minerals, 1,000 in the bank, and all them gateways. Your next round of Stalkers, you're cranking out 8 Stalkers at a time. The next round of Stalkers just kills those Void Rays, doesn't it? And you've okay. Well, I never. GG.